What's up, y'all? My name's Patrick Ryan, and this is CrossForge Gaming Talking Head. This Talking Head is going to be a little bit different in that I'm actually going to ask you for your opinion on something rather than just giving you mine. I am going to share my opinion a little bit here, but I really want to get your opinion on this because I think this is going to be a really big thing going forward in the games industry. So you've got people out there who are all about power, and the graphics need to be just making your eyes bleed, and the resolution needs to be high, and the frame rate needs to be solid, and the sound quality needs to make your ears explode and your brain ooze out onto your chest and stuff out of your nose, and it's just all that stuff. And then there's other people that they just care about the game play. They care maybe a little bit about the story, maybe about how the puzzles are, maybe about how the game controls. Like that's what they talking about. That's what they talking about. What is this? Where am I right now? Do you need the game to be so realistic that you can't tell the difference between what you're looking at on the screen and what you can see outside? I really want to know, and I'm asking this because we've got the games industry's going in all these different directions, and I think everybody thinks that they've got it figured out, and maybe no single one of those is actually the correct answer. And so let me talk to you a little bit about that. Microsoft and Sony clearly think that it's all about graphics, at least a little bit. That's what they want you to think that they think, but there's also that ease of use of a console. Clearly, if you want bleeding edge, cutting to the bone technology and graphics, you're gonna game on a PC. You're gonna go spend $1,500 to $2,000 on this monster of a machine. You're probably gonna get yourself an Oculus Rift or a Vive or some other sort of VR solution, and you're gonna have a really high resolution and high refresh rate monitor and a really nice set of over-the-ear headphones or cans or something like that. That's where you are. Sony and Microsoft give you this promise that they're going to bring you that in a really inexpensive, easy to manage package. And sometimes they hit that and sometimes they don't. The PS4 Pro doesn't really hit that 4K mark as much as they like to advertise it. The Xbox One X seems to be doing a little bit better with that, but it's still not anywhere close to what you're going to get out of a gaming PC. Nintendo, of course, ever since the GameCube, when their president famously said that there wouldn't be any reason to pursue any better consoles because we've hit the peak, and I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that he was wrong, but I think he was onto something. I think what he was actually trying to communicate was that we could keep chasing this photorealism and more power, and you're just never going to be satisfied, you're never going to get there. And there's even an argument to be said that at this point, the amount of money that it costs you to do something better than what we already have is not really worth the return that you're getting. You spend all this extra money on a game looking just absolutely incredible, but does it look that much more incredible than it did on slightly weaker hardware that maybe cost you a couple of $100 less? So that is where the Switch comes in, and it's really where the Wii and the Wii U came in also. Nintendo was on this kick of, well, we gotta provide a unique gaming experience, and they did that with the Wii. They tried it with the Wii U and they really didn't, and now they've got the Switch, where the Switch takes care of their handheld thing, so now they don't have a separate handheld line. And clearly everybody's got a different opinion of this. I just kind of want my games to be fun, and so that's why I'm perfectly fine with Super Mario Odyssey. I think that game is fantastic. I'm fine with the fact that PUBG's graphics are almost like an afterthought. I mean, the game looks like a PlayStation 2 game that just runs in 1080p, or if you've got a computer well enough to do it in 4K, but the textures aren't great. The trees just kind of look kind of average, but the game is really, 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 really fun. MOBAs aren't really graphic intensive, and they're a really popular style of game, but then you've also got games like Assassin's Creed Origins that are pushing the limits of what we know to be photorealistic graphics, and they're doing really, really well. And Call of Duty competes in that area, and EA does a lot of their stuff like that with the Star Wars game and Battlefield and all these other stuff. So I want to know, what is it that you value? What is it that's most important to you? Do you game on a PC because you absolutely have to have the best looking graphics and the best looking blood and the most amazing sound ever? Or do you game on an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 because you really want the good graphics, but you don't want to spend $1,500 on a computer that's just for gaming? Or do you prefer to do stuff on something like the Switch or maybe even a 3DS, where the games are real low power and you get a real good quality package and a real good quality game, and yeah, you've compromised some things for the convenience of the portability or the small package or stuff like that, but you don't really care. You just want the game to be good. Maybe you like a mix of both. I game on my PC and I also game on my Switch. I have an Xbox One X. I used to have a PlayStation 4, but I don't anymore. I kind of like to have a little bit of everything because there's good stuff all over the place. So what are your thoughts on this? What is it that you're thinking? I really, really, really do want to know what it is you think. And if I get enough responses, maybe I'll do a video where I read some of those replies and I address some of them and we talk about this. I want this to be a community thing. So do me a favor, leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you're watching this embedded somewhere else, like maybe on Facebook or a website, you click the link at the top of the video to actually take you to the video here on YouTube so that you can leave a comment down there and let me know what you think, and I'll read some of these back once I get enough comments and stuff. And that's what I want to do. I want to get a little bit more community interaction out of this series. I don't want it to just be me talking at you and you just nodding in agreement or shaking your fist as you disagree with me. Anyway, if you like this video, click the thumbs up to like it, click the thumbs down to dislike it, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Go check us out on Patreon and consider being a Patreon subscriber and getting some of those sweet Patreon rewards. Go follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/CrossForgeGaming, or join our community group, which you can also find over there on Facebook. All the links to this stuff are in the description below. Have a good one. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video.